In this example, the researcher was interested in determining whether the reason mindfulness was associated with life satisfaction was really just due to emotional intelligence. And so in this case, there are positive correlations between all three variables. Let's check it out. Go into Analyze, Correlate, Bivariate. Look at the three correlations, and we can see here that mindfulness correlated with life satisfaction at 0.48, and the correlation between emotional intelligence and life satisfaction was 0.470. So these are very similar correlations between the independent variables and the dependent variable. Now, mindfulness and emotional intelligence were correlated 0.65. So the question becomes, is there a significant correlation between mindfulness and life satisfaction once you control for the variance shared between emotional intelligence and mindfulness? And that is a type A semi-partial correlation. Now I can test the hypothesis that way, and to do that, go into Analyze, Regression, Linear, and put your dependent variable in the dependent box, which is life satisfaction, and mindfulness and emotional intelligence into the independent variable box. You got to make sure that you click on Statistics so that you get part and partial correlations, because I need to get that type A semi-partial correlation. Click on OK, and we find here in the bottom table that mindfulness has a semi-partial correlation that is statistically significant, 0.004. Recall that the beta weight has a statistical significance p-value, and we use that p-value to evaluate the semi-partial correlation as well. So the hypothesis that emotional intelligence would account for the entire shared variance between mindfulness and life satisfaction was not supported. Mindfulness does have a significant association with life satisfaction independently of the shared variance between emotional intelligence and mindfulness. Now, look also at the partial correlation. Mindfulness association with life satisfaction, controlling for the effects of emotional intelligence on both mindfulness and life satisfaction. That's a partial correlation. That correlation is 0.260. And we would also interpret that as statistically significant. So it does drop. The zero-order correlation of 0.48 between mindfulness and life satisfaction does drop in a fairly substantial way once you include emotional intelligence, either in a semi-partial correlation context or a partial correlation context, but it does remain significant.